Hey, what's going on? I am the Gay Relationist. Hey, I took a little hiatus. You know how it goes. I took a little vacation after doing video after video. I've been gone for about 2 or 3 weeks, I'll say, maybe a little bit longer, but that's okay. Still writing my columns, still writing my articles. You can check it out, remember, at exm.nr/Gregory Kelly. That's GregoryKelley. Yes, that's my real name. Don't wear it out. Man, there's so many things going on. Now, I'm going to show you this. Alright? This is my age shirt. I got this from, I went and visited my hometown, Aiken, South Carolina, which I'm still here. If you don't know, I split my living between Atlanta and Aiken, South Carolina. So, I'm back in Aiken for a few weeks here. And I went to a great seminar in the Low Country, dealing with, and you can't see it because it's in black and white, but you can dealing with HIV, dealing with the black gay community, black gay men specifically. It's an intervention and a prevention seminar, again, specifically dealing with men of color. And, you know, it was great. I felt empowered. I felt more connected to the black community. You know, me being an introvert, and, you know, y'all don't know about this about the Gay Relationist. I talk about relationships. I've been in relationships, but I stay to myself a little bit. And I don't recommend that course of action for everybody. But, you know, it's just like sometimes I get in these modes where I do stay to myself a lot. And especially when I grew up as a kid. Not to get my whole thing, we'll get into the lesson in a few moments, but not to get into this whole thing, but when I was a kid, I stayed to myself a lot. And now, growing up in my 30s, I'm learning that that really was not a great development thing. So now I'm learning more about different peoples, of course, which black people should be the first people. And you're identify with your race. I want to let you know that. There's nothing wrong with identifying with your race. Because that's the first visible thing and that you notice between each other. I guess I'm bringing all this up because it was empowering. You still, if you like whatever you like, go ahead and do what you're going to do. If you're black and you like white, go with that. If it's vice versa, but always identify with the thing that's most comfortable with you. There's nothing wrong with identifying with your race, as long as you know that when it comes to gay, that's a minority in its own, and they can encompass all those things. So, just a couple of things to remember. Now, what does this all have to do with relationships? Excuse me. What does it all have to do with relationships? Well, remember earlier we did interracial relationships earlier in the videos I was doing. We will jump back onto that. But right now we're going to jump on being single. But I just want to let you know, interracial relationships, a lot of you don't like that. We're going to bring it up. I want to incorporate some of that in MV3. There's many men, many voices. 3MV. Many men, many voices. That's the name of it. Very empowering. If you are a gay black man, I encourage you to go. You really talk about prevention, intervention of HIV. I really enjoyed it. Now on to being single. So, the Gay Relationist is single now. Yes, I am single. A lot of you asked about my relationship status, which I said it was complicated. Well, complicated got to being single. Am I mad about it? No. Because I know things progress, my eyes are open. I'm not going to be mad about situations that happen, and we're going to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about, the first stages of being single. I think we talked about that a little bit, but I'm going to really go into depth because we're going to be talking about this for a while. I think we're going to take a whole week about it. Because, you know, when you first get single, there's going to be a lot of, especially if it's a game-changing relationship. I want to point that out. Game-changing relationships. It wasn't one of these relationships that just came and go. You know what I mean? It was one of those relationships that made you feel like you wanted to be a better person. You had betterment in you. You wanted to do more. You didn't just want to be better. You didn't want to be better. You want to do better. You didn't want to do better. You wanted to be better. You just had it in you that this relationship was something that wanted you to be more than what you were. It's a game-changing relationship, and it takes a lot of mental strength. It takes a lot of fortitude to be in one of those relationships because they are very motivating to you and impressing on your life. And when those relationships do not work out, you feel like something is missing. And there's no doubt about it. To admit that you leave a game-changing relationship and act like that everything is all right, fuck that. You know everything is not all right. But the one thing that you're going to do, two things you're going to be is content because you know you did everything in your power to make that relationship work. You know you were genuine in your feelings. No matter whatever happened with the other person, no matter if they were using you, abusing you, whatever the fuck. Not saying that happened in my relationship. I'm just saying that you know in your heart, in my heart I know, that I did everything I possibly could. Maybe if even but anything else, my feelings were genuine. And it just didn't work out. Now, you could, now, if you're not content, I mean, actually, you're not angry. You're content, well, let's put it like this. You're content that you did everything you possibly can. You may not be fully content, I don't expect you to be fully content that you're ready to jump into the next relationship, but you're definitely not ready to slash out tires and all that other bullshit. Now, in the next stage, you could be angry. And angry meaning that, after you put all that information, all that power and all that energy into the relationship that you wanted, that changed your life, that motivates you. I'm talking about this is game-changing. This is not just a relationship that just come and go. Like, you got many relationships that do that. But this is a game-changing relationship. Whoever this person was, you felt like you just wanted to be better from being in a relationship with that person. No matter, and you left that, and you had to leave that. And you're angry because you realize that you put all your energy into it, and that person, you realize, oh, that motherfucker really didn't want to do too much. Okay. So you might be a little angry about that you were genuine and he was just bullshitting. Don't worry about all that. I can't say the word not worry about all that because you're going to be mad about it. And the thing I want to tell you about that is about the anger is don't just sit down and make like you don't have anger about it, okay? This is real talk between you and me. Whoever's looking at this and me, this is a real talk. Don't act like you weren't angry about it, because you are angry about it. If you're not, then you're content, but you're not totally happy with what happened. You're not totally content with everything, but you don't feel like slashing tires, like I said. So once you realize that you left that relationship, when that relationship was gone, what do you do now? What is it that you should be fulfilling? When you become single, and if you are single, what is it that you should be focusing on? And if that relationship was a ship or a guide or a pilot to help you become better, you want to feel better and be better, then now that you're single, this is where you work on becoming better. You have the best time of when you're single. The best time to try to be better is when you're single. Hands down. You have nothing hanging around your neck. You have nothing weighing you down. You can work on the things of becoming the better person that you want, because the next relationship could be right around the corner, and you want that person to meet the best you possible. You have a goal within your life that you want to be better. And I'm not talking about better like you were worse. I'm just talking about you realize that everything in life needs improvement, especially yourself. We all do. We're human. And the best time to do that is coming from a relationship that motivates you to be better than what you were. So we will talk about that a little bit more. I just wanted to get out there and let you know that I am single. Get tested. If you ever get tested for HIV, I always recommend that. Support the community. That's what it's all about. And as always, I am the Gay Relationist. Check me out on Facebook, the Gay Relationist. Check me out on Twitter. I am the Gay Relationist. On G+, on G+, you know what I'm talking about, Google+. The Gay Relationist. As always, I love you. Be in love. Mwah. Peace. The fuck out.